My name is Barbara Berke. I live in Brookline. I've long been active in economic development and social justice. I served as Romney's Secretary of Economic Development and as a senior policy advisor to Mayor Menino for his fourth and fifth terms. I've been on the board of More Than Words for 7 years now. I'm here today to work on raising the age. Right now, what's on my mind is something that I have seen over and over again in the lives of many young people at More Than Words. I've been on the board long enough to have met many young people whose lives have been unnecessarily destroyed by the Massachusetts justice system, and who have been permanently denied a place in the economy that they could have taken. Damages lasting for their entire lives. I'd like to talk about a young person I'll call Kay, who works at More Than Words. He joined us first as a youth and now as an alumni. He went into DCF custody when he was 6 years old because of abuse and neglect. Like many kids who've had traumatic upbringings, he is swift to react and slow to process the consequences. And after many foster placements, he, like many of our youth, were put into group housing. And those group situations where so many of our youth end up are really tough places to live, and fights break out. And it is in DCF care that police are called, and the youth that need the care of the state and support are instead processed into adult prisons where their lives are destroyed before they have a chance to grow up. Kay was sent to adult jail. He ended up not being charged, but because he crossed over from 18 to 19 when he was in jail, DCF closed his case and he left jail homeless. He was getting help from Bridge Over Troubled Water and More Than Words, but he was desperate for money and he made a bad decision. He had, as we've heard from so many other people, no good legal representation. And he took a plea deal, resulting in 3 years in state prison, where he was assaulted, where his jaw was broken, and where he spent much time in solitary to avoid the screaming, fighting, and drug use rampant adult prison. Again, when Kay left, he was homeless, and with his record, ineligible for public housing forever, no education, and many strikes against him in finding a job. If, as an 18, 19, or 20-year-old, he had been tried as a juvenile, he would have been able to finish high school and or get job training. He'd have had supportive services, including mental health and anger management, and he could have kept his DCF housing and supports until he was 21, which would have put him in a position to gain education and or skills and to enter the economy as a productive adult. I'm telling Kay's story because I believe we need to raise the age in Massachusetts and make every effort possible to keep 18, 19, and 20-year-olds in a supportive judicial system.